Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching this transmission. It is I, Mike Martins. I want to bring this story out to you guys. It's kind of concerning. Okanagan rental home trash beyond belief. It's just ruined. For those that don't know, watching us all over the English-speaking world, by the way, the Okanagan is located in the central part of the province of British Columbia. It starts around here, around Merritt area, and a little bit further back, but goes way up into the Banff area. I think Banff too is the Okanagan too. So it's a valley of it's lakes, forests, and beautiful wilderness. Anyways, enough with the tour guide stuff. Let's get to the story here. Evening news: Okanagan rental house trash by former tenants. This is phenomenal. What happened here? Let's play this over here, okay, guys?
It's sickening.
Alan Bowles is living a landlord's worst nightmare.
Like everything is just, you can see, there's hardly a thing that wasn't busted.
His Vernon rental property trashed beyond belief.
There's graffiti in a number of the rooms.
The spray-painted walls, just a fraction of the colossal damage done here.
He busted holes all the way around the outside and inside of here.
Walls have been knocked down.
He's busted out the wall here from the kitchen and into the garage.
He needs to get access into the garage, right? So, he just made a door, right? But no, it's not funny. It's true. Watch.
And bathrooms dismantled.
Sink is just that filthy and dirty in here. Like, it's a pigsty.
Bowles lives in Chilliwack and rented his North Okanagan house to a couple 2 years ago, a recovering drug addict who he says had good references, and her boyfriend.
I felt sorry for her situation.
But over time, Bowles started hearing from neighbors that a lot more people lived there than just the two tenants.
They had a whole bunch of subletters in the house.
While Bowles doesn't know the exact number, a contractor doing some repairs reported seeing numerous people there.
And he said there's a lineup of people living in this house that are ready to use the showers.
The downstairs tenant confirms there were multiple people living on the main floor, space that she says was also being used for drug activity.
I'd always hear fighting, things being broken, lots of banging, and seeing the people coming and going out of the house.
After a lengthy arbitration process, the tenants have moved out, but the damage they left behind will have lasting consequences.
He busted everything, anything that could be used.
Bowles says repair costs have been pegged at around $150,000. While some of it will be covered by insurance, he will be out of pocket for thousands of dollars.
This was my retirement. I'm not going to be able to retire.
He'll also be a lot more careful when choosing renters the next time around. Claudia Van Emmer, Global News, Vernon.
Well, that's intense, guys. Guys, that's seriously intense. Alright, let's go back to... A BC man was living in landlord's worst nightmare. After his Okanagan... Wait, my audio's on? Yeah. After his worst nightmare, after his Okanagan rental home was extensively damaged by former tenants. It's sickening, property owner says. I saved a lot of money to buy the place, and now it's just ruined. Bowles said the damage in Vernon, BC has been pegged at around 150 large. Holy smokes. Pretty much everything in the house has been trashed. It's a tragedy, Bowles said. Windows have been smashed. There are large holes in the walls. Graffiti sprayed on throughout the home. Look, sandwich. I got that over here at the bottom for you guys. A wall been kicked. The kitchen door was knocked down, appliances destroyed. Wow, and he was nice too. He actually rented it with appliances, eh? That's very nice, because, I mean, you get an empty place, right? All that on top of the massive mess left behind, including garbage, dirty clothes, and expired food. It's filthy here. It's a pigsty. Bowles, who lives in Chilliwack, rented his Vernon home to a couple in the fall in 2016. She was a recovering drug addict, and I basically had really good references on her. He said, feeling bad for her situation, he decided to rent the place out to her and her boyfriend. But over time, Bowles started hearing that the property had become a home to a lot more people than just 2 tenants he agreed to rent to. There's a bunch of subtenants in the house, he said. While the exact number of people isn't clear, Bowles said a contractor who was on the site a while back painted a picture. He said that there's a lineup of people living in this house ready to use the showers, Bowles said. Oh, there's the lady that lives, Flo, that lives downstairs, in the downstairs suite. She said that there were multiple people living upstairs, and there was plenty of signs of drug use and activity as well. So fighting and all that stuff. So, I'm reading this article for you guys because I want to know. Put your rental disaster nightmares down below. And if you want to come on the show on trends in the housing market, I'd like to have you on the show. Add me on Skype. It's Mike Martins 1980. It's Mike Martins, MikeMartins 1980. And if you have a rental nightmare you want to share to us, please add me on Skype. And just message me on Skype saying rental nightmare. I'd like to know. I don't care where you are. If you're in Australia, if you're in the UK, in the United States of America, I don't care where you are. And I'd like to know, because this is a lot of people, especially that gentleman, worked really hard, you know, for a retirement or to retire. Now he's in a lot of hot water right now because of this. But then what happens? They wait 6 months to get the people evicted, okay? They wait 6 months. Let's find out here. Eviction procedure. The eviction procedure. Okay, so. So here it is. If you receive an eviction notice, you have the right to challenge it by using residential tenancy branches services to try to apply as soon as possible. There are strict deadlines for disputing evictions. For a 10-day eviction notice, the deadline is 5 days. Ooh, so you got 5 days to file. For a 1-month eviction notice, the deadline is 10 days. For a 2-month eviction notice, 15 days. So you have X amount of days to file your eviction notice. If you are given a 10-day eviction notice, you have 5 days to pay up in order to cancel the eviction. However, it is due this often, you may receive a 1-month eviction notice for the repeat late payment of the rent. Okay. I want to know what happens. I'm trying to find out end of tenancy, British Columbia, ending a tenancy. There we go. Let's see what this one says here. There are strict rules when it comes to physically removing a tenant from their possession from a rental unit. Here are the steps your landlord must follow. Serve you with a copy of Residential Tenancy Branch RTB Order of Possession. Wait for a 2-day review period to expire. If you successfully file the RTB application for review consideration during your 2-day review period, the RTB will put your order of process on hold. Take order of possession to the BC Supreme Court to obtain a writ of possession. It's not right. It's, I guess you could spell right like that. Of possession, and use the right of possession to hire a court-approved bailiff. Overholding. If you stay past the move-out date listed on the eviction notice or order of possession, you may end up owing your landlord some money. In addition, well, there's so much, man. Role of the police. The police do not have authority to evict tenants on their own. However, a court-approved bailiff may ask them to attend an eviction to keep the peace while the tenant is being removed. Wow. So there's a lot that's involved when somebody which reminds me, guys, and I'm going to bring this up, and you know what, I brought this up the other day. Can you guys do me a tiny eensy beensy favor and watch this movie? I bring it up on my shows all the time, so please watch Pacific Heights. Please watch this movie. So Michael Keaton. It's called Pacific Heights. It's about a young couple that buys a place in San Francisco and fixes it up and rents it out. And then they get the nightmare of a tenant. It's with Melanie Griffin, Matthew Modine, and Michael Keaton. Strongly recommend Pacific Heights. Let me know any tenancy issues, have you been kicked out or falsely accused of something, or have you been thrown out for renovations, get put out for evictivations, or whatever they want to call it nowadays. Oh, we got to renovate, so you got to go. So they get you out and they charge more to the next person. They tried doing that in Sydney. Now half the places are empty. No one wants to rent them. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching my show. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Add me on Skype if you want to be on Wednesday's show, Trends in the Housing Market.